French vanilla coffee creamer tastes how marshmallows feel. What is up, bros, bears, muscle mommies, and everything in between? Welcome back to another episode of We're Playing Chicken. Who's more autistic, me or you? We've got a primer day today. We've got a day that primes the rest of the week. It's basically a, not super low intensity, but it's a bodybuilding day that gets the blood flowing and stretches out the muscles and the movers that we're going to be using for the rest of the week. So it's kind of an important day. I did at one point switch it with my squat day. Squat sucked that week. So it's important and it's a noticeable difference. But we've got our breakfast cooking up here. Now, normally I'm supposed to have 180 grams of 93.7 beef and 3 eggs, 2 bagels, 40 grams of honey. But I have not prepared my beef for the week, and we're gonna be doing that later today, just so that we get on track for the rest of the week, because we've been a little off the past couple days because we haven't been prepared. We did go to Costco the other day, and I just haven't put everything together yet. But we've got 6 eggs, and we're gonna cook it into 2 breakfast sandwiches with 2 bagels. So we're kind of on there, but we just don't have the beef in there. Oh, come on. So close, so close. All right, let's look at our bagel options. Those are not mine. These are mine. My landlords got me these because that dog ate my bagels and they decided to replace it with these. And because I'm a child, I was like, oh, cool. But the dyes make the texture really funky, and I can't tell if that's mold or not because it's one of the colors that are included. So, but we've got Zeppi's or Thomas's bagels. The only difference is 1 gram of sugar per serving between the two. So I don't know which one is better, which one is like more enjoyable, because it really just boils down to a texture. And I don't know which one I'm going to enjoy better. So I'm going to do one of each. I'm 100% going to lose track which one is which and proceed to do the same thing over and over again and never actually solve the mystery. All right, so we got the 2 breakfast sandwiches, and this is the Leah Thomas bagel. It is absolutely burnt to shit because I guess that side of the, that side of the toaster wanted to transition something. So we got the Leah Thomas bagel going from Caucasian to, what's the not racist term these days for that? Michael Jacksoning, reverse Michael Jacksoning. And then we've got the Zeppi's right there. It's not burnt to shit. But we also got a cup of coffee, and we are watching Average Tray Super Doot Supercut Kaizo Mario Sunshine 100%. Highly suggest all of you watch Average Tray's Super Mario Sunshine World Record progression. If you're into even if you're not into speedrunning, it's like, it's pretty... No! Away! No! No! Go away! You heathen. You heathen. Yeah, go watch it. It's pretty cool to watch, and someone understanding how everything works, explaining it, is super cool. I wish I had enough time to do something like that for powerlifting, but I don't. So, anyways, let me eat before this gets cold again, because I did already microwave it once because I cooked it, and then I'm a Pez dispenser, put coffee in immediately after poop. So I've already reheated this once. So let's go. There's something in my beard. Bud, you were supposed to clean that out. We were on a little bit of a... Oh, yeah, good chicken, bud. Good chicken. There we go. A little bit of a buddy walk. I got a hypothetical for you guys. By hypothetical, I mean totally asking for a friend. So, imagine a girl goes out with a group of guys, right? And she says she'll only be a couple hours. Ends up spending the night. Did she... Oh, also, gave no indication as to what was going on. And the only text updates that you got are completely plastered, misspelled, everything. They're obviously drunk out of their mind. Buddy, go ahead. So, spends the night at one of the guys' houses, right? What percentage chance do you guys put that that chick did not get plowed by at least one of those guys? It makes a couple things a little easier on me to get rid of them. If it's anything above 75%. If not, it'll be a good opportunity to have an excuse. Leave it. Leave it. Not good, bud. Good excuse to start a culminative battle, a verbal disagreement. It's a great excuse. A lot of people. So, what do you guys put the odds on that? Oh my goodness, there's so many dogs out, and Buddy does not. Go to Market Basket. We got a couple of things to pick up, like Fairlife fat-free milk and Crystal Light packets, and I think that's it. We got guac, we got rice, we got chicken, we got beef, we got sauerkraut. Yeah, that's it. I also just listed off everything that I eat every single day. So we got that. But my landlord's also left a list of things for me to pick up for them. So I'm also picking up that. So that's going to be the majority of what fills my cart. And it's not a bunch of other dudes' dicks. We've got our beef for the week cooking. It's still browning. And then we've got, you can see in there at all? No. Like 4 pounds of chicken with steakhouse and Creole seasoning. Pre-training meal in the bowl. We've got 201.5 grams of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, 16 ounces of Fairlife fat-free milk, and Buddy has decided that I'm not allowed to sit in chairs alone anymore. Alright, boys, and we have made like some chips and dipped our way to the gym, and that made no sense. But we're on our way to the gym, and we're not trying to make sense, we're trying to make gains. So whatever else happens is just bonus. So what we got today, we've got a preparatory day, a priming day for the rest of the week, where we start off with reverse grip, lat pull downs, trying to focus on stretching out the lats and shoulders, because accessory movements are stretching under a load. So we're treating all this entire day like stretching under a load, trying to prime our bodies for optimal performance for the rest of the week. So we got that. We got head supported rear delt fly supersetted with hex push-ups, really focusing on stretching the rear delts, or making sure we go as lax as we can at the bottom and isolate by having our head supported, so that we're not really stressing out any auxiliary ancillary muscles while doing it. And the hex push-ups is really trying to increase the range of motion for the chest by elevating the hands a teensy little bit, which will allow us to have a less tendonitis going on in those sternal tendons that we've got going on in the chest, because I do get tight and dehydrated pretty frequently when it comes to my chest for bench, and it slows my bench down. When my bench slows down, we've got that timer of time under tension timer. The longer that you are under tension, the less likely you are to have a successful lift. So when things slow down, V's on V's, I'm weaker. So we're really working on stretching the chest out for that. And then we've got incline shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press. We've got a superset of 20 and 6 slow. So we're really trying to, what we want, or this one is trying to stretch out and build a lot of musculature in the upper chest, in the weakest part of the chest, the most compromising part of the chest. A lot of people experience chest tears, pec tears, when they have weaker upper pecs. So we're kind of building up the musculature there, as well as getting a good stretch by trying to touch the dumbbells to the transitionary portion of the arm between the shoulders and biceps, really trying to get a good stretch in the chest there. And then the 6 is basically testicular fortitude, where we're really, it sucks. That's it. And then what do we got? We've got chest supported rows, dumbbell rows, set of 20, 3 sets of 20 with I think 2 or 3 minutes of rest. Those suck. What was it? 0 acceleration seesaw dumbbell row, chest supported dumbbell row with straps. Really trying to stretch those lats out with those, as well as build up the adaptation to the hypoxic response in those muscles, because that's a lot of time under tension. And then finishing off, I believe we've got arms and arms, doing biceps light for sets of 20, 30 seconds rest, trying to get a full supination going on there, trying to get some nice veinage in the biceps, make our arms look like porn star cocks. Like if we took a close-up of my arms and a close-up of a porn star's cock and sent it to some girls on Snapchat, then, you know, both pictures would get reported for harassment. But I'm fat, so like the arms aren't going to be super veiny. What's really going to look like a porn star's cock is my forearms, as we increase my grip strength going forward. Because we got to deadlift over 800 pounds, you need some good grip strength for there. And regardless of a lot of things, you're going to have thick, veiny forearms if you're deadlifting 800 pounds. And then moving forward, we've got heavier dumbbell curls. Not doing hammer curls, because hammer curls are virtually useless. But it's heavier curls. We're not getting a full supination throughout the entire movement. We are aiming for, that was a naked person on a bridge, cool. We are aiming for a bit of, we're neutral grip at the bottom, full supination at the top, and that's really what we want. So I think that's the full training day, and it only took 5 minutes to explain why we're doing things, what we're doing, why we're doing it. And so my roommate was supposed to be back last night at 8:30, and they decided to they train MMA, and they keep telling me just how many houses she's gonna buy when she goes pro. Hasn't had a first fight yet. Not to be a hater or anything, but that's putting the cart before the horse a little bit. That's like saying, hey, I'm gonna write a book because it's gonna be it's gonna be a New York Times bestseller, and I'm gonna be able to make lots and lots of money. And then you end up writing, and you're writing a shit. So they went out to a barbecue with the team, and everyone cleared out by about 4 p.m. and the quote-unquote central crew, the the core members stuck around, and I got informed at 2 in the morning that they were gonna spend the night. I was like, okay, you're definitely getting fucked, but okay. And then I told my landlords were like, hey, she didn't come home last night. What's up with that? And I was like, oh, just stayed overnight with training partners from the MMA thing. And so my landlords were like, okay, and proceeded to text her, hey, how are we going to coordinate the dog, the cat, and you getting your things? I was like, you just did everything that I wanted to, what I've been trying to do for years in a single text message. Thank you, landlords. So they're not coming home tonight, they're coming home tomorrow. Whether they did get fucked or not, it's a good excuse to have a conversation of the lack of trust that's not been present for the entirety of the time that we've known each other. And it's almost like an excuse. It's like, what is it? Can I think of a Pokemon reference? It's like catching a Magikarp and then evolving it to Gyarados because you need a Pokemon for Surf. Gyarados is a good Pokemon. Surf is a great move to have on Gyarados. You get a really good asset by doing it, and it's like, good excuse. So it's a good excuse to end things there, which I've been trying to do for like 5 years, but I'm not good at things. I'm not very combative as a person, and I've been doing some work with my therapist, and they're like, you are a people pleaser to the maximum. So hopefully we will end things. And there's a reason I have not shown you guys my living quarters, because my roommate is a hoarder, and when they leave, when they pack all their shit up and leave, because that has to happen, whether they go live with a friend or go live in their car, because they almost pushed me into doing that, I will be able to show and display just how disgusting of a human they were, and share what it's like to clean up after a hoarder that you've been living with, which is disgusting. And I've shown my therapist, I'm like, this, and they're like, how is anyone okay with that? But anyways, I just arrived at the gym. We're gonna train. I don't feel like training. I was ready to train at 2, but I got this like angry depression kind of thing going on when I realized what was about to happen, the culmination of everything. So I just gave you all the context, and here's why. And it's 10 p.m. I don't train at 10 p.m. anymore. I haven't trained at 10 p.m. since I was in college. I used to train from 10 to 4 or 10 to 2. Yeah, it was 10 to 2, 4 hours. 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. That was character development, and I haven't really changed a lot of the things that I learned since then, because a lot of independence and character growth that happened during those hours, because you can't rely on anyone at 10 p.m. No one's going to bother you at 10 p.m. Things are going to go the way that things are going to go at 10 p.m. But we're at the gym. We got this primer day. And then when we get home, I already cooked my beef up. I got to cook my rice up. But that'll only take like 20 minutes. And then we got some carb loading to do before bed to spike the insulin response. We do not have the insulin response that we're supposed to be having right now, because I ate those Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then I just sat there, and I was like, I need to go, and then I didn't. So now we're here. Now we're here, and we're gonna train. So I will give you the rundown in a second. It's gonna be a second for you guys. It's gonna be like an hour, 45 minutes.
45 minutes to an hour for me, because I'm going to go train, and then when I'm driving home, I'll give you the rundown. So, stay tuned for the stuff that 90% of you here are coming for. Anyways, I'll be there.